Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Kaleb and Chesney. Alongside me, as usual, my co-host, Chris. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, sir. As good as I can be on a what is it, Wednesday, Thursday now?
It's
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, we're a
Thursday.
little off. We're a little off kilter, a little off schedule. That's okay. Br here as usual. Br, how are you?
Good.
You've yet have you missed one day? I think of
Yeah,
recording, just one episode.
It was just that one, a couple weeks ago.
You are Short Pit's Iron Man, frankly. Just
Off
for
brand.
for now. We'll see if Cam joins in eventually. But either way, we're here post Bristol Night Race, post round one. We'll get into the things that happened as far as guys getting cut, the race winner, me and Chris's experience there. We'll get into some of the housekeeping items that we need to do for what's been going on in NASCAR, and we'll talk about my home race of Loudon, New Hampshire, which I will be in attendance for as well. It's been a while since I've seen one on TV, apparently. So, yeah, let's just dive right into it. The Bass Pro Shops Night Race. Chris, let's take a second to kind of just talk about the week we had, or just 5 days we had. We went to both the Xfinity Race and the Cup Race. We didn't make it for Trucks or ARCA. But, yeah, just let's talk about it. Bristol, how was kind of your experience with it all?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. I was expecting the Xfinity race to be good because those cars just perform well. I think most people that watch the series, at least on and off, know that, right? And then the Cup race, I didn't know what to expect with the tire fall off.
Not that.
No, not that for sure. 30 laps. I wasn't expecting it to be kind of that short of a run. But it was cool. The chaos kind of ensued. The chaos bus pulled in for the Cup race and never left, it seemed like. So it kind of made for a good race instead of watching, Kyle Larson drive around for 500 laps and everybody follow him. So I definitely enjoyed it. But it wasn't my first trip to Bristol, so it was yours. How did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was my first trip to Bristol, along with Brian and Elsia, who had come with us. It's truly a spectacle for sure. Under the lights, I mean, the atmosphere is just different. It is loud for sure. Thank God I had my hearing protection as well as the others did. As much as we had ear protection and our ears were ringing for like the next day and a half, it was quite the experience for sure. Like, I don't know, there was just something awesome about both nights. The Xfinity race in particular, like you said, a lot of battles through the field. The battles for the win were awesome. I felt like to the end, it was really undecided who was going to win until what's his name, Almirola pulled it off.
Yeah.
And then the Cup race was obviously incredible. Definitely helped that my driver was performing very well, fighting for his playoff life, and had given a valiant effort, even if it wasn't the result that everybody wanted. But yeah, that track is just awesome. Everything about that track is awesome, and the trip was awesome. Getting to meet you for the first time was incredible. Meeting your awesome wife. And then obviously meeting Elcio for the first time. I've known him for about a decade. Finally getting that out of the book and then seeing Brian again was obviously great. So yeah, Bristol's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go see it. And the trip was awesome. So Chris and I are talking about going to see another track eventually next year in the fall. Maybe Martinsville, who knows? But
Yeah, that one would be fun. I like the short tracks, but I'm always here for an intermediate. If they get rid of the Roval, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, we could always go to a fall Charlotte race. But what did it look like on TV, BR?
It honestly was a fun race. I did not expect the tires to just be absolute pulled pork after 40 laps. Yeah, I think I put it in the chat after, I was just like, oh, so these are just, so I was like, oh, so these tires are just cooked. Got it. But yeah, it was a fun race. It was nice that it wasn't a follow the leader for once. You guys didn't see it. Larson was fuming on his. Yeah,
on his headset, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking. He threw a shot at Jeff Gluck for some fucking reason.
Yeah, he's like, oh, who thinks this is a good race? Jeff Gluck. I'm like, well, everybody in the stand seemed to be having a pretty good time.
Yeah. I guess he was pissed that he just couldn't. He actually had to race and not aero block people.
Yep. I would imagine. And then, when he got involved in that accident too, I'm sure that
Yeah.
didn't his cause.
Yeah. It was really random. I don't know what Jeff did, but whatever. That's a different discussion. It was a fun race to watch. I enjoyed it. It didn't feel, a lot of the Bristol races recently have kind of felt like almost like a chore to watch just because you're just watching follow the leader. So it was nice to actually have some stuff happen during this race.
Yeah, for sure. I was pointing out to Kaleb right as they pulled in the pit road, you could just see the cords, even from the stands on the tires. I mean, it was that significant a tire wear. I mean, I think it was an improvement. Good on Goodyear and Bristol for it.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing there. They brought a tire. They listened a little bit. They wanted some tire wear. I don't know if they wanted it that extensive like we got, but I still think it was a good race. I know some people, like Rudy Fugle, was on Sirius complaining about it. He was like, "This isn't what's going to bring back classic Bristol. We just need to repave." And I'm like, "Shut up, Rudy. Go be quiet."
I think a repave would make things worse.
Yeah, just be quiet. Let us enjoy what we got at this point.
Yeah, no, once the tires like shut off, it was crazy. They turned into like an anchor. Once once the tires went, the car just died. Basically, you would see them fall off the pace hard, and it was it was very it was fun to watch.
Yep, I felt the same way in the stands. So, all right, let's talk about kind of the running order of things. First of all, the round of 16 eliminations. I'll go from the bottom to the top. Josh Berry, just a playoff round from hell. Poor guy. I don't. How many laps did he last? He lasted 75 laps before
75 laps
before his car went boom, and people started throwing water in his face when his helmet was still on. But yeah, tough breaks for Josh Berry. After that, I believe it was SVG. Not a great night for him, but coming into it, oval race ended up 3 laps down. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
He wrecked a couple of times.
Finished 26th. He did spin a couple of times.
Yeah.
Austin Dillon finished 28th, 4 laps down. To be expected. And Bowman finishes, I believe he finished minus 13 to the cut line.
Yeah.
Needed a lot of help, or needed a win. Looked like he was competing for the win for a good portion of the race. He was in that top 3 for most of the night.
Up and around it seemed like, yeah.
Leads 5 laps, finishes 8th, gets 3rd in the second stage. Needed a little more help, couldn't get it. What are you going to do?
At one point, it got to where he was only 1 point behind Hendrick, but that 1 point was when he was in second, so it was kind of hard.
He needed to win. He needed to win, or Hendrick needed to wreck.
Again.
Yeah, needed to wreck.
So like I said pre-show, obviously it's my driver, or like I said at previous shows as well. I felt very fortunate to even be competing in the playoffs. With the Ryan Blaney win from out of nowhere, keeping 3 cars below the cut line. So I'm not too butthurt about it. Sure, it's easy to say, well, what if you didn't have a 40-second pit stop at Darlington and have shit cars, and then Gateway? I felt like was that the 40-second?
Yeah,
I can't remember. There was a lot of pit stop mishaps. What if they changed the pit crew a little earlier? Easy to do that, but Hendrick just didn't have the cars this round at any of these races. Bristol, they finally seemed to put one together. One for Alex. I can't say how many times that's happened where he's had the best car in the field by a long shot. But yeah, like I said, I felt fortunate to be here, and I'm not too upset about getting eliminated. It's kind of the way it is, and now you're just gonna kind of throw balls to the wall for a win down in the last 6 or 7 races.
Go
So,
upset the playoffs now at this point. I think most of the field's trying to do that.
yep. So no worries, no harm, no foul. Good effort in Bristol. And me in the building felt pretty good about it. So, yeah, everybody else remains in the in the playoffs. So,
I think it was this. I mean, Bowman and Barry maybe were the two kind of like shocks for some people. A lot of people had Barry out, I think, but I didn't have. I had Hendrick being one out, but he's just quietly kind of performed his way into the next round. But it helps when you have guys like Bowman and Barry who have such bad luck, whether it be their cars or pit crews. It doesn't take much to kind of stay above that line when everybody else is just kind of getting it. So I completely get that. I mean, but also SVG could only let his playoff points carry him so far, especially when he's going to tracks like Darlington, Bristol, and Gateway where he hasn't necessarily performed the best. And those are probably harder tracks for, his driving style. While he's still learning them, it definitely didn't help him any.
no, for sure. All right, Cam is in the building. We just wrapped up our thoughts on the Bristol Night Race. Me and Chris talked about our experience there. I'll let you kind of give your quick, brief thoughts before we move on to the next subject.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably the best Bristol race of this generation of car, which is not exactly difficult, but I mean, if they're not going to add horsepower to the car, that's kind of all they can do is make a tire that just implodes on itself. And yeah, it was a decent race.
All right. Let's get into the housekeeping subjects that we got. Oh, no, never mind. We're going to do awards first and then get into the housekeeping of it all. So, terrorist of the week. Christopher, I'll start with you. Your guy Rex, who you blaming?
Yeah, I'm just going to give it to both of them because they can't seem to fucking pick it out. It's Denny Hamlin and John Hunter at this point. So they're having that disagreement on socials. But, yeah, that's my guy. Screw it. They're going to get the split terrorist of the week award from me this week.
I'm going to give it to John Hunter Nemechek. I'm going to take Denny's word for it. I haven't quite gone back to see the in-car cam, but in person it didn't look great. So I'll give it to my guy John Hunter. PR.
Well, on that one, I'll say, I mean, Denny did definitely contact him, but I also am very unconvinced that it would have that the stuff with Chase would not have happened without it. It felt, anyways. I'm giving it to Ty Gibbs for missing his pit lane, and just nuking his chance to win the race.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I guess it's harder to notice.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, he was going to pit, but he was too far. He was about to commit a speeding, so he had to bail out.
Oh, actually, I do kind of remember that.
Yeah,
I do kind of remember that. Okay.
And then he got off the pace and just nuked his chance of winning.
Yeah, that'll do it. Cam, who's your driver of the week? Or terrorist of the week, excuse me.
I'll give it to the Penske wheel wells. Like, two cars just catch on fire in like a span of like 150 laps.
One survived, one didn't.
I don't know how that happens. I'll go with that.
All right, I asked you for your driver of the week. I'll kick it right back to you. Who's your driver of the week?
I mean, I would have liked to give it to Ty Gibbs, but he decided to miss his pit stall. I don't know how you can get driver of the week when you do that, but I'll give it to him anyway. I mean, he was the fastest car on the racetrack like the entire race. If he didn't do that really stupid thing, he probably would have won.
BR?
I'm going to give it to Zane Smith. He finished like third or fourth, top 10 in each of the first two stages. So, yeah, Zane Smith.
Christopher?
Yeah, I'm probably going to – I had it on my notes that Zane Smith, top 10 both stages, and then top 5 finish. So I'm going to roll with that. But it was close for me. I'm gonna let you have my other option because I know where you're leaning.
Yep. Alex had a day. In Bristol. Gotta hand it to him. Valiant effort. You finished 8th, but you had a shot to win. I felt really good about that, and like I said, can't be too mad about how things ended up. So yeah, that'll do it. By the power of votes, John Hunter Nemechek is the terrorist of the week with 2 votes, or a vote and a half. And Zane Smith is your driver of the week. So that'll be that. All right, round of 12. Actually, I don't want to do that first. I'll do that last. The Hendrick slump is getting bad. Bowman had the best car for Hendrick at Bristol. The next closest was Byron in 12th, finished 3rd in the first stage. Kyle Larson finished a couple laps down, obviously had a couple of issues throughout the night, finished 5 laps down. And Chase Elliott, had a half-decent car, I thought. But obviously that wreck finishes him. Was not a great first round for them by any means. Chase Elliott's even said to interviewers, yeah, we probably deserve to get eliminated after the round we had. And now they're going into Loudon, where I was just reading. Their last win was in 2012 with Casey Kane. I refer to that often. New Hampshire is the only track where William Byron does not have a top 10 finish in Cup. Bowman's best finish in 13 starts is 9th. Chase Elliott only has 3 top 10 finishes in 11 starts. And Larson's only led 22 laps in 14 starts here. So they're not landing softly by any means. But this Hendrick slump is getting pretty bad, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, I looked it up. Elliott was the highest finishing one at Darlington, 17th. 17th, the highest finishing Hendrick car at Darlington.
That's below ho-hum.
Yeah, that's below ho-hum. And then Gateway, like I said earlier, I feel like it was just a flop or a fluke because he finished 3rd. And then the 24 and the 5 were down in the top, 10, top 15 area. And then, of course, you mentioned Bristol. I'm kind of surprised that you've seen him finish better at a track like Gateway than tracks like Darlington and Bristol, where you normally see HMS up there with teams like JGR. But, at the same time, it's come to be expected, I think. These cars are doing what they wanted, I guess, what NASCAR wanted in a sense, unless you're Toyota, because Toyota's dominating this year. But yeah, the slump's in full effect. I don't know how else to say it. My guy seems to be ho-humming his way to an elimination this round, probably too.
BR.
Yeah, I don't have much to add beyond that. Yeah, they're shit right now, and they need to get it together because Larson and Byron will probably be fine in terms of eliminations, but
Chase Elliott's only, I think, +4 or +5.
Yeah, the way he's been, he is in some trouble.
So, it's not been a good race, a good stretch for Chase, I can tell you that.
Yeah, they need to, for their perspective, they need to pull their head out of their ass quickly.
Cam, anything to add to the Hendrick slump?
they're going to have to get it together because right now, I feel like it's really hard to argue right now that the championship battle is the entire Toyota stable versus one Ryan Blaney. That's the whole championship battle at this point. And it's like, there's no reason those cars should be bad. There's Red Bull bad in their standards. It's not like they're running terribly, but they're running bad for Hendrick standards. They're not racing for the win. Bowman, having a shot to win at Bristol was the first time in a couple weeks where they really had a shot to win.
And the next couple of races, obviously New Hampshire's not great for them. But they have Kansas and the Roval coming up. Both are tracks where Hendrick shows up. Maybe the Roval is a bit of a lost cause as of SVG and AJ Allmendinger. But, they've won there before with Elliott and Larson. So I assume that they're going to be they should be in play. Not that they will be in play based off of the last round. But, honestly, the last couple of months. But
yeah, to kind of give you reference, the best finish Chase Elliott's had minus Gateway was at Daytona, and he finished 10th. Everything below that, everything other than that since the Brickyard basically has been outside the top 10. 2 finishes. No. So they're not running that consistent.
I think we're beyond the days of Chase Elliott competing for wins every single race, but one top 10 between the Brickyard and now is not great.
And it was at a plate track.
Yeah, it was a plate track. So,
but last time he had race winning speed was Kansas, and that's coming up next week.
Well, you won Atlanta, to be fair. But,
Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean Atlanta win, but I mean
Yeah,
I feel like he was able to use that.
I mean, it's not Daytona. It requires some speed and skill.
Right.
So yeah, that's our thoughts on the Hendrick slump. Supposed new playoff format. So I'm reading that the championship round for the next year's new playoff format is rumored to expand to 6 drivers. And I imagine with that, this Reddit post didn't quite go into it, but I'm going to assume that the championship round will be multiple races.
Yeah, they said 4.
6 drivers over 4.
4, yeah, I said
6 drivers over 4. Okay, so as I go pull up the 2026 schedule to kind of see how that is, Chris, what do you think of this new idea here?
I think it's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting thought, right? To expand it more than just one race and give 2 more drivers a chance to kind of get in there. I think the big thing is though is like what the track setup would be and how.
Okay, I got it for you. So it would be Phoenix, Talladega, Martinsville, Homestead. Talladega in the championship round is certainly something.
Definitely Talladega in the championship round. I think they're going to do that purely just for the entertainment factor, right? It's not about the race at that point. For Talladega, they want like that round to have some entertainment, even though we know as race fans, at least Miami is going to be good. The others potentially could be, depending on what NASCAR does with tire or Goodyear does with tire, I should say. So that would be the thing there. I'm here for it. Let's see what happens at this point. Anything's better than what we've gotten. At least you're going to give 2 more drivers a chance, and you're going to extend it to 4 races. So I think that's potentially extending it to 4 races. I think that would be a good compromise because we're not going to get a season-long championship battle anymore. That boat sailed a long time ago. There's still going to be some sort of idea of a playoff or like a win and you're in type thing. So I think this might be a good compromise, but we'll wait and see if it happens.
Cam, you brought it to the table. I'll let you kind of take a stab at it.
I mean, it's better than what we have. I don't like Talladega being in there because, I mean, you could just be the only car of the 6 that survives at the end, and all of a sudden you have a points cushion that's insurmountable damn near. So I don't like that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's better than what we have. I mean, if it's Phoenix, Talladega, Martinsville, and Homestead, Ryan Blaney's somewhere salivating. But other than that, though, I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, it's better than we have. That's all I can really say about it. But yeah, I mean, Talladega being in there is troublesome. I mean, if you're one of those drivers, right? Like, do you even like try to run up anywhere near the front until the end? Because I imagine they'd have to get. I wonder if they would keep stage points or not, because they don't give them stage points in the 1 race. I wonder if they do it in the 4. I don't know, because if they don't give them stage points, they're all just going to ride in the back the entire time.
Yeah, I think there's some more details that would need to be worked out, right? Like that one's a big one. Stage points for that final round, things like that. How do they get there? Is one of those 6 drivers going to be because people have been clamoring for like the regular season champion to get a lock. Are they going to lock in the regular season champion, and use one of those spots? There's so many things that are still kind of left unknown, but again, like Cam said, I think it's better than what we have right now, and that's the thing.
BR?
Yeah, I mean, it's like they said, it's better than what we have.
I would, if you were asking me in like my ideal universe, I think I would bring back the chase. But
yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
It costs. I mean, they don't even have to say that. Oh, we messed up. It's been long enough that they can be like, lads, that wasn't our call. That wasn't our call to get rid of it.
Even just bring out the same thing and give it a new name, like I don't care. Like I'll let you get away with it. I'll let you pitch this as a brand new idea.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting too because Jeff Burton went on like his rant on DBC, like how the TV people don't have as much of a play as everybody likes to think. Like, yeah, they have a seat at the table, but ultimately it's still NASCAR fucking things up if they make the wrong decision, it feels like. So that's going to be the thing too there.
It costs nothing to bring back bring back the chase. I mean, it costs nothing to bring back, the season long thing, but obviously, like, that's not happening. But yeah, it cost. They can just bring the chase back with the stroke of a pen. It costs nothing to do that. That to me, that seems to be the very obvious solution. But in light of that, yeah, this is better than what we have for sure.
All right. Round of 12 predictions. Let me pull up the standings. I should have done this pre-show, but what are you going to do? Sue me. Playoff standings. All right, here we go. We have 4 guys below the cut line. Again, Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, and Tyler Reddick. Going -1, -2, -2, -3. First drivers above the cut line is Bubba Wallace +1, Chase Elliott +5, Chase Briscoe +10. Then you have Ryan Blaney +19, Seabell +20, Larson +24, Byron +24, and Denny Hamlin +26. The round of 12 races are as followed: New Hampshire, Kansas, and the Roval. Alrighty, friends, who is getting cut? BR, I'll start with you.
All right, we'll say Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott. Where was Logano at again? I'm sorry.
He was below the cut line, -2.
Oh, I'll say Logano. I'm changing what I said pre-playoffs anyways by having Bubba advance, because I didn't expect him to be like the first non-winner to be locked in to this second round, admittedly, but we take that. So yeah, we'll go Chastain, Cindric, Elliott, and I changed my mind. We'll go Reddick, last one.
All righty, those are BR's 4 eliminations: Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick. 2 Chevys, a Toyota, and a Ford. Cam.
Like, I'm pretty sure Cindric and Chastain are going to get eliminated in this round. Like, those two, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think the tracks line up that well for Logano. I know he's got like Voodoo Magic, but it's not an even year. So like I don't think these tracks line up very well for him. So I think he'll get dropped. The question for me is between Elliott and Reddick, and between the two, unfortunately for the folks on my Twitter feed, the 45 has just simply been faster than him lately. So I'm gonna say 9-1-2-22 eliminated this round.
All right, Chris.
Yeah. So I've got, let's see, Ross's wild card, I think, is Kansas because he's won there before, but ultimately I am going to go ahead and can Ross. He could prove me wrong at Kansas. I just don't feel comfortable with the other 2 tracks for him. But ultimately, Ross and Cindric are going to be my 2 givens there too. It gets kind of weird after that. I went Logano next, but also, even as a Chase fan, as much as I hate to say it, he's not performed. So I'm going to go ahead and cut Chase this round too, unless he just, again, shows out at Kansas like my predictions for Ross. That's really the only place I feel like he might have a chance.
I'm looking into kind of the difference between Reddick and Elliott lately.
I mean, if something happens to the 88, I suppose
they're actually pretty similar. Who knows what happens if Elliott doesn't wreck the couple of times that he has since like the Brickyard, but he has a couple more top 10s. I would call the performance comparable. But yeah, the Hendrick is in such a slump right now, and Toyota's killing it.
Yeah.
I could see that going either way. So, Chris, you're going with Chastain, Cindric, Logano, Elliott?
Yep.
Okay. And that leaves me. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think Cindric is kind of your easy bounce. Then you look at the guys like above the cut line. Like, I'm not cutting Bubba. He's way too good at New Hampshire and Kansas. That's not going to happen. And Chase Briscoe's been hot. Like you can't deny that. So really, Logano is the next easy cut. Then you're in a battle between Reddick. You're in a battle between Reddick.
Ross has been poor lately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reddick,
just
Chastain, and Elliott as kind of your final three. Who's going to make it out of that? Nah, don't like it. Don't like it. I'm gonna. No, I'll be that guy. I'll keep Elliott in, bounce the other two, but
We could have him.
yeah.
not something I feel awesome about. I think any of those three could find themselves making their way in. But I'll be the guy that keeps Elliott in. So my cuts are Cindric, Logano, Reddick, Chastain. Elliott stays in. And that'll be that. Okay. DraftKings. Who do they think is going to cut it at New Hampshire? We do have some props, some matchups, some groups. So we'll just start with those. First matchup, Joey Logano versus Ross Chastain.
Yeah, give me
Two cheeks
Logano.
in the same ass.
Yeah, Logano, I suppose.
Logano is minus 170, the favorite.
Yeah, I guess Logano, but two cheeks of the
Chase
same ass.
Elliott versus Chase Briscoe.
Briscoe.
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but
Tyler Reddick versus Bubba Wallace.
Bubba.
Bubba.
Ryan Blaney versus Denny Hamlin.
Ooh,
I'm leaning Denny.
it's
Just
close. I
because
mean, you would definitely say the two best cars on short flat ovals this year.
And you can always account for a wild McDowell getting in Blaney's way.
I'm gonna go with the 12 just to show some kind of foreshadowing to the next part of this, but
Okay.
What's the opposite of two cheeks of the same ass? Because that's this matchup. Anyways, I guess I'll take Hamlin.
Seabell versus Larson. I think Seabell's he's obviously the heavy favorite here.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't even a great Larson track, and Bell basically owns this place.
Yeah.
2 wins in the last 3. I mean,
What's crazy to me is his average finish too is only like 10th if you go and look at it.
It's because
because he wrecks in 23.
Yeah, Rex in 23.
But I mean, the only reason I think I won't pick Bell to win is because he just won. I don't think he'll do. I don't think he'll go back. He could, but I don't think he's gonna go back to back.
I know. Last time he won 3 straight. Byron versus Elliott.
God.
Byron does not have a top 10 finish here.
No,
Elliott does. I'll take the 9.
That's
Yeah,
two
give me the
cheeks of the
9.
same ass right there.
Recently, yeah.
Well, at this track.
Yeah.
And they put Blaney in here twice. Bubba Wallace versus Ryan Blaney.
Well, I'll take Blaney on that one. I think Bubba. I think will have a good day though.
I think Bubba will perform, but yeah, I think Blaney might wind up finishing better.
I'll be a homer and take Bubba.
I'll be with you.
Attaboy, BR. Stick with your guy.
Yeah, and there's too many picks to really parlay this, so I'm not even going to try. DraftKings won't let me do it. As far as groups, Group A, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe.
Bell.
Bell of those, you can't not, really.
Yeah. But
Group B, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, William Byron, Chase Elliott.
What are Ryan Blaney's odds?
Plus 180.
I might have to go get some action on that because the rest of those are uninspiring.
Yeah.
Reddick versus Ross versus Rowdy versus Busher.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean with Reddick there just because Toyota's
I almost might. Actually, no. Like, I don't know, Chris Busher. Like, I don't know.
Let's see how Chris Busher is at New Hampshire.
Garbage, just bag of people right there.
He finished top 5 here last year. Before that, P15,
enough.
P17.
I heard enough. Chris Buescher.
Sure.
I'll take Buescher as well. Group D. Bubba Wallace, Brad Keselowski, Ty Gibbs, Josh Berry.
Bubba.
Okay. Bubba, but low key shouts to Gibbs and Berry. They could be good on Sunday.
Watch Barry just come
Now
out.
that Berry is not in the playoffs anymore, he's gonna rip like 3 wins. Like,
Well, man
that
just
would be his
wrecked, wrecked early all 3 races. Like, my God.
Yeah.
He scored 4 points the entire playoffs.
and they got this thing called the playoffs hub. The round of 12 is set. 12 drivers get 3 fresh races to keep chasing the Cup championship. Can a playoff driver get a lobster and a ticket to the round of 8 at New Hampshire? So, of the 12 playoff drivers, who do you guys think have the best chance to win in New Hampshire?
I think that's a given. The low-hanging fruit of Seabell, I think, is the given there.
He is the favorite at plus 330.
Yeah.
Ryan Blaney plus 650. Larson
I mean,
plus 650.
That's where I'm going with Blaney. I just
What
feel
is
like
Reddick's odds?
Reddick is plus 1,500. Bubba is below that, plus 2,200.
Really?
Yeah.
You might have to. I
Disrespect
don't
on
bet,
Bubba.
but I if I did, I might throw something on that.
These 4 drivers are entering below the cut line in points. Can they top 5 their way above the cut line? Joey Logano plus 110, Reddick plus 190, Ross plus 300, Cindric plus 550.
I know
I
those
think
people
Reddick-
are going to finish top 5, but
Yeah.
No, they.
And then Joe Gibbs Racing swept the round of 16 with Briscoe, Hamlin, and Bell all getting a win. Can they keep this pace all the way into the championship 4 and win a title? Will Denny Hamlin, Seabell, or Briscoe win this week? Oh wait, no. This is for the long season championship. So of the 3 Joe Gibbs Racing drivers, they have say Denny Hamlin plus 450, Seabell plus 500, Chase Briscoe plus 800 for the championship. So if anybody's interested in that.
I'd like to go Briscoe, but I just don't know how long that heater is going to last, right? Like, you think the fire is eventually going to flounder
I mean,
a little bit?
that heater been going on for like 3 months at this point. I don't know if it's.
Let me look at Chase Briscoe at New Hampshire just to kind of give it an idea.
Now, remember,
it was in Stuart Haas shit box.
Yeah.
To be fair. But he performed. He absolutely performed in the last 3 races: 2nd, 10th, and 15th.
Bro. Won't be surprised if the 19's in victory lane at the end of the race Sunday.
I've seen it before.
It'd be interesting to see if he can throw it on pole, considering the 20s on his team.
Yeah.
But
He's only had 2 races since 3 races since Sonoma where he's finished below 12th. So looking pretty good. All right. So New Hampshire, obviously my home track. I got a lot of love for it. I hear it's not the greatest thing to watch on TV, but I don't care. Solid, fun atmosphere. Looking forward to it. 2 races in 2 weeks. I don't even know what TV looks like anymore. But yeah, Loudon. Looking forward to it. Believe race time is around 2. It's looking to be sunny, 69 degrees. Very nice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pick our winners. Pretty abbreviated episode. What are you going to do? Cam, I'll start with you since you've kind of been leaking it. You're picking Ryan Blaney.
yeah, it just feels like he's kind of due in a way. Like, yeah, I know he won Daytona, but I mean, like, in terms of like actually winning a race on speed, I feel like he's due in a while. I mean, him and Denny have been the best 2 on like those shorter flat ovals. I mean, obviously Bell is like a whole different thing when it comes to this track, and more than likely him or Briscoe is just going to probably ruin this prediction. But I just feel like it's one of those tracks where he's kind of due to win, and I'm just going to go with it.
He is plus 650, plus 180 for a top 3. BR.
Well, I'm gonna be a homer, Bubba Wallace.
Attaboy, BR. I'm always here for a homer pick. Attaboy.
He's on
Yeah,
the
you are.
He's very good. He's very good at this track. He's on probably the best continued form of his career. Could happen. Stranger things have happened. Bubba Wallace.
Christopher?
Yeah, I'm not going with a homer pick here, so
I'd hope not.
No, definitely not. But I'm gonna go with probably more of a long shot. I'm actually gonna roll with Reddick. I don't know why, just off the top of my head, just rolling with the Toyota that has
Plus 1,500.
I'm gonna roll with him this weekend. Might as well.
Prepared for the
Have we heard anything about the tires? Are they bringing the Richmond
It's
tires?
it's the Martinsville Richmond tire. Yes.
Then it may be a pretty good race though.
Let's hope. Let's hope. I really can't get weird with this, I don't think. Kind of a chalky track.
Someone has to predict, Bell.
Somebody does have to.
Someone has to do it.
Yep.
Take your free point.
You can run the fastest lap right now, Caleb, and get the point.
Yeah, you always try to pick the random one. We all went off the pace. Well, I guess I didn't really.
Did you guys know John Hunter Nemechek's average finish here is 8th?
We're gonna go back to back John Hunter Nemechek picks.
You know Josh Berry's average finish here is 3rd.
Oh god.
Leads the Cup Series. Maybe Kevin Harvick or Martin Truex Jr. make a comeback. Who knows? I'll go with Seabell. Nice easy layup. Got the sponsored diecast here. It's a Mobil 301. I'll go Seabell.
It's not exciting, but it probably wins.
Nope. Won't be writing about it because he is plus 330 for the win. Like that is SVG at a road course level stuff.
Freaking Keselowski too is someone to watch. They've been playing strategy lately. Like he almost freaking won Bristol. So I mean that's something you can see. I know Ford hasn't been the best this year consistently, other than Blaney, I feel like. But
Brad didn't finish great here last year, but in 2023 and 2022, 5th and 7th, and 3rd and 21 if you want to go back that far. But yeah, 2 top 10 finishes, 1 top 5. You can do it. It's not going to rain, so no need to worry about wet weather tires or anything like that. I think we're close enough that I can confidently say there will be no rain.
The last time this tire was on the track, though, Austin Dillon parked it in Victory Lane. So
why are you trying to make me have a bad time?
Here, I'm here for the chaos bus at this point. My guy's not winning a championship, so your guy's not winning a championship. Chaos, just all over at this point.
All right, that's a 43-minute episode, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Chris, you doing power rankings this week?
Actually, yes, I am. I've been working on them. I should have them up by the end of the day today, if not first thing tomorrow. So.
Nice. And we'll have picks, I'm sure.
Probably tomorrow.
Hopefully. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you next week.